I'm Les Roberts. I'm a Goori youth worker with Bunjum Aboriginal Corporation, and my role as a Goori youth worker is to provide support for Aboriginal students in years 7 to 9. So that involves supporting students and their families, provide programs in the school, develop programs and implement them in the school, like boys programs, girls programs, stuff around careers, culture connection and connecting with elders are some examples of the programs. We also have a daily learning centre, which is on Mondays and Wednesdays. It's somewhere for the Aboriginal students to come and get assistance with their homework and assessments. So they've got a place after school where they can come and get that help with qualified tutors that give up their time. Those tutors are volunteers from, most of them are from Ballina Coast High School, and some of them help from that work with distance education. We've had some pretty good feedback from our daily learning centre with one of the parents had one of their students was getting D's marks, and since coming to the daily learning centre have been up around the B's, which is a good positive feedback from parents.
Hi, my name is Amanda Francis. So I'm a Goori youth worker and I work with Les Roberts. We work with Austerville High, Ballina High and Southern Cross High. We run programs at the school. We're also school holiday program, so that's for all kids at high school.
This is Shelley's Beach, home of the Shelleys, and now today we're going to look at some starfish. We hope to find some blue starfish, because they're very rare. I found one, look! Camouflage itself.
The ones that made all the patterns of the circles and stuff.
We've got 5. That one there, and there's one over there. That's a sapphire. Missing success.
So the borings just down there. There it is again.
A lot of them have been approached by urban development around them. Yeah, the circle's still there. Yeah, the hole where the fireplace used to be is still there too as well. So yeah, it's one of probably 4 coastal rings that we still have intact in New South Wales. Still, they're still very valuable to the local community too as well, because they're very important places. They're just like a church, so but without any structures. So a lot of our people had those systems and laws and practices in place that were sort of followed for for thousands of years, and everyone had to obey by them. Hey, wait.
We have reached the tunnel at East Ballina here.
Where's Jimby Walani?
Welcome, what's up? Hello?
Do you know what this painting means? This one here?
Isn't it
What's the creation story of the Bunjum Nation? You know that?
different people come to different 3
what?
men.
3 brothers. Yeah. All the artwork across there.
It's just cool.
And the stories of how they used to catch the fish, using the dolphins.
That's the look at nowadays.
Water tower.
Over in this area in East Ballina, it's a very important place because this is where a lot of people were actually murdered by the mounted police that came through from Brisbane in 1853-54. So the community sort of recognised that the whole of East Ballina is significant because there's a lot of areas that are associated with it. So that little headland down there is called Black Head, and that's where they say that a lot of murdered or shot, their remains were actually thrown into the ocean. And within this area, they're still finding a lot of bone fragments throughout the area. Also on South Ballina on the other side is where they poisoned a lot of Aboriginal people too as well with arsenic in the flour of the early settlers, the early Europeans. So we had a lot of people that were killed in that South Ballina area too as well. And we're finding today a lot of human remains over in the South Ballina beach area too as well, and in the dune system. So right at the back there we see Wine, Nightcap National Park, Border Ranges. So they were like the highways where a lot of the people came from Woodinbong, Mooley, Tabulam. When they came down the ocean, they would travel the mountain ridges to come down. The quickest way to walk through the landscape is the mountain ridges. Not this green leaf here, but the next one over in the back right here. So you got this mangrove here in front of us, and the next one over the back.
Lighter green.
Yeah. So that's actually underneath that is where a massive midden site is. So the midden site's about 4.5 metres high, and it's the size of a football field. So it's where a lot of the Aboriginal people that came from different tribal groups around the Bunjum Nation that were occupying the mouth of the Richmond in the warmer months, they would collect a lot of their food from the sea and the ocean, and they would compile it in one location. They wouldn't throw all their rubbish all over the place. So they'd come back and put it in one location. So they were very respectful about looking after the land and not rubbishing the land. So they compile it in one area. So if you went there and you started digging up the midden site, you would find a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of stuff that's not available anymore in the landscape. So a lot of threatened species, a lot of shellfish that's not available anymore. You get a lot of archaeologists that want to go there and dig these places up to find out information of the environment, what it was like in the past. But the Budu bush is there basically stabilising the banks of the midden site. So if you didn't have any weeds or anything growing on it, it'll just be open and probably erosion problems from the weather will probably happen. So that one there, that midden site's probably about nearly close to 25,000 years old.